The Supreme Court is being called to drop a massive roadblock in the Trump indictments to make sure this is all fair and on the up and up. We're going to give you the headlines, and I'll give you a clip from Alan Dershowitz on what he thinks the outcome of that Supreme Court case would be. But first, welcome to Doug in Exile. I'm Doug TenNapel, and this is my passion, and I thank you all for your subscribing. If you have not subscribed yet, join the club. If you've never clicked the like button, hit that little thumbs up and give us a like. If you've never made a comment, it's time for you to contribute to this community. Say hi to everybody. Weigh in on what you think. Will the Supreme Court in the end come out and save Donald Trump? Here's the headlines. Okay, first up from PJ's Media, Mark Levin to Trump's legal team seek an emergency hearing before the Supreme Court. And then here's the Trump Truth Social post that he made. Crazy, my political opponent has hit me with a barrage of weak lawsuits, including DA, AG, and others, which require massive amounts of my time and my money to adjudicate. Resources that would have gone into ads and rallies. We now have to be spent fighting these radical left thugs in numerous courts throughout the country. I am leading in all the polls, including against Crooked Joe. But this is not a level playing field. It is election interference, and the Supreme Court must intercede. MAGA. And then here's the final resolution from the Hill. Former President Trump is calling on the Supreme Court to intercede in the legal battles he is facing after he pleaded not guilty to federal charges related to special counsel Jack Smith's investigation on January 6th. Does he get help from the Supreme Court? And how will he do? Here's Alan Dershowitz on Fox News.
I think he may lose in the United States Court of Appeals for the D.C. Circuit, but I think he will probably win in the United States Supreme Court if they grant review, and they should grant review. When you have the president of the United States' people going after his opponent in a political election, it has to be beyond reproach. It has to be without any problem. Has to be the strongest case in history. This doesn't meet that standard.
Did you guys hear that? Just to make this loud and clear, Trump could lose all 4 of his indictments. That is, they could all prove him wrong, 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 wrong. All 4 of those could be sent up to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court could say, look, the timing of these is obviously about politics. We have to be above and beyond when we are indicting a candidate, and in this case, a candidate who's in the lead in many polls. And Alan Dershowitz says, and he's a Democrat, remember, Alan Dershowitz says Trump would likely win that battle, and the Supreme Court would come out on his side saying this is indeed politics and not justice. That's incredible news. It's a great saving throw at the end of this whole thing in case it all goes down. Thank you all for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I want to hear from you most of all. It's time for you to tell us what you think. I'm Doug in Exile.